we know that the topology generated by a basis set, suppose script B, may be described as the collection of arbitrary unions of elements of script B. So what happens if you start with a given collection of sets and take a finite intersection of them as well as arbitrary unions? This question leads to the notion of subbasis for a topology. So let's define subbasis for topology. A subbasis script S for a topology on set X is a collection of subsets of X whose union equals X. So this is definition for subbasis. Subbasis script S for a topology on X. So we are defining subbasis for a topology on this set X. Remember this, throughout this set X is non-empty. We are defining subbasis for a topology on this set X, and this subbasis script S is equals to the set of those subsets of X whose union equals X. Means it takes only those elements from X such that elements union of that elements generates whole set X. Only that elements occur in subbasis whose union equals set X. This is the definition of subbasis for a topology on X. Next, the topology generated by the subbasis script S. The topology generated by the subbasis script S is defined to be collection tau of all unions of finite intersection of elements of script S. Now, as script S is a subbasis for a topology on X, suppose if I have to generate topology by using this subbasis script S, then this topology generated by the subbasis script S is defined to be the collection tau of all unions of finite intersection of elements of script S. Means this tau contains finite intersection of elements of script S. Means first we collect finite intersection of elements of script S. Say that set is script B, and then take union of all the possible unions of that elements from script B, which generates your tau. So remember this, the topology generated by the subbasis script S is defined to be collection tau. So tau means topology generated by the subbasis script S. But what elements tau contains? Tau contains those elements whose unions of finite intersection of elements of script S. So whatever the elements in script S, if we collect all the possible unions of that finite intersections of elements in script S, that such elements contain in topology tau generated by the subbasis. So remark, script S is contained in script B is contained in tau, where tau is topology generated by the subbasis script S. Script B is a basis and script S is a subbasis. So script S is contained, script B is contained in tau. Now whatever the definition we discussed, subbasis and generating topology for script S. So let's demonstrate the example. Let X is equal to set A, B, C of 3 elements, and script S is equals to singleton A, singleton A comma B, singleton B comma C, and and capital X. So if this script S generates, if the elements in this script S generates your X, means if we take union of these elements and it equals to X, then script S is a subbasis. So, and script S contains subsets of X. So singleton A is subset of X, this set is also subset, this set is also subset of X. Now if we take union of all these sets, So if you take union of these sets, then it obviously equals to A, B, C. So singleton A union set A comma B, set B comma C, and X. This equals to the set X. So here union of S, where S belongs to script S, is equals to X. That's why by definition script S is a sub basis for a topology on X. Now here we define script B. Script B is equals to collection. Collection of what? Script B is equals to collection of all possible finite intersections of these sets. As like suppose if I take intersection of singleton A with the set A comma B. So intersection of these two sets is singleton A. So singleton A I have written here. Similarly, if I take union of singleton A with the set B comma C, it's intersection of singleton A with this set. This is an empty set, so it is here. Also, if I take intersection of these two sets A comma B and B comma C, its intersection is B, which is here. Also, if I take intersection of X with this set, which is equals to A comma B, similarly for intersection of these two sets is set B comma C. So here script B contains collection of finite intersection of elements in script S. Now if I take all the possible union of these elements, then I generate tau from script S. Now we define tau. Tau is equals to, so union of phi A B script A B. Suppose if I take union of phi with script A, empty set with script A, that is A. Also in union of A with B, that is A comma B. Union of A B with B C, that is A B C, that is equals to set X. Also union of empty set with B C, that is B C. Also if I take union of empty set with, so here empty set doesn't occur, so I write by mistakenly. So tau is equals to this set. Tau is equals to this set, and this is the collection of all possible unions of elements of script B. But script B contains which elements? It is the collection of all finite intersection of script S. So tau contains the collection of all possible unions of all finite intersection of script S. So here first we showed script S is sub basis for topology on X. Then we have been collected all the finite intersections of script S, which gives script B, and from these elements of script B we take all the possible unions and generates tau. Such tau is called topology generated by sub-basis script S. This tau is called topology generated by sub-basis script S. Now we show that this tau is a topology. We will prove this tau is a topology. Means here we have to prove topology generated by the sub-basis script S is a topology. I mean to say, whatever the collection tau of all unions of finite intersection of elements of script S, this forms a topology we are going to prove. So now we will show that the collection tau of all possible unions of finite intersection of members of script S forms a topology on X. It is sufficient to show that the collection script B is what? Collection script B of all finite intersections of elements of script S is a basis. So first we show that script B is basis, and script B is nothing but the set of all finite intersection of elements in script S. So given, suppose if I take X belongs to X, obviously this implies X belongs to S. Why? Because script S is a sub basis for X. So as X belongs to X, this implies X belongs to script S. So there exists an element B belongs to script B. There exists an element B belongs to script B such that X belongs to B. This is the first condition for a basis, which is the first condition for a basis. Now to check the second condition, let B1 and B2 be two elements of script B, but script B contains what? Script B is a collection of all finite intersection of elements of S. So suppose B1 is equals to S1 intersection up to Sm, where S1 Sm are elements of script S, and B2 is equals to S1 dash intersection up to and so on Sm dash, where S1 dash S2 dash up to Sm dash are elements of script S. So these two elements are from script B. Now their intersection B1 intersection B2 is equals to S1 intersection up to and so on intersection Sm intersecting with S1 dash intersection up to and so on Sm dash. So this is also finite intersection, as this is finite intersection, this is finite intersection. Intersection of two finite set is again finite. So B1 intersection B2 is also finite. So as it is finite, this intersection is finite. So B1 intersection B2 belongs to script B, and hence script B is a basis. Hence script B is a basis. Now in earlier we have proved a lemma. So using that lemma, what was that lemma? If X be a set and script B is a basis for tau on X, then topology tau equals collection of all unions of elements of script B. This we have proved in earlier lectures. So union of elements in script B is equals to topology tau. So therefore this collection tau of all union of script B gives a topology. This we have proved. So here you have to remember what is meant by subbasis, and the topology generated by subbasis script S is the collection of all unions of finite intersection of elements of script S. The order topology. So in the order topology, we are familiar with the order set. If X is a simply order set, then there is a standard topology for X defined using the order relation less than. It is called order topology. So in this section we consider the same relation and study some of its properties. So first we discuss some definitions. So these definitions are familiar with you on real line. Suppose that X is a set having simple order relation less than given elements A and B of X such that A is less than B. Then there are four subsets of X that are called intervals determined by A and B. They are as follow. So open interval A comma B is equals to those X such that A is less than X is less than B. On real line R, this is a standard topology. Then half open interval A comma B equals to those X such that A is less than X less than equals to B. Here A is excluded but B is included. In first one, A and B both are excluded. Next, half open interval close A comma B, or simply we say half open interval A comma B. Here X is included, B is excluded. So this is equal to the set of those element X in X such that A is less than equals to X is less than B. Next, both A and B are excluded, so we call this as close interval. So close interval A comma B is equals to those X such that A is less than equals to X is less than equals to B. These are intervals in arbitrary order set. A set of the first type means this is called open interval in X. A set of last two types, last type is called close interval in X, and the sets of second and third types means this half open intervals is called open intervals, half open intervals. So next definition. Now we discuss what is meant by order topology. Let X be a set which is non-empty with a simple order relation. Assume X has more than one element. Let script B be the collection of all sets of the following types. So X be the any non-empty set with simple order relation and assume cardinality of X is greater than 1. Let script B be the collection of all sets of the following types. What? All open intervals a comma b in X. Second, all intervals of the form half open interval a naught comma b, where a naught is the smallest element of X if exist. All intervals of the form half open interval a comma b naught, where b naught is the largest element of X if exist. So script B contains all open intervals as well as all half open intervals, all half open intervals in which a naught is the smallest element and b naught is the largest element if exists. Then the collection script B is a basis for topology on X, which is called the order topology. So this script B is called order topology. So order topology means for any non-empty set X whose cardinality is greater than 1, if we have basis script B which contains all open intervals as well as half open intervals including smallest element and largest element if exist, then such basis is a topology on X which is called order topology. So let's have example. We discussed two example. The standard topology on R is the order topology derived from the usual order on R. So standard topology on R is the order topology. Also the positive integers Z plus means set of natural number is an order set with the smallest element. So Z plus has the smallest element as 1. The order topology on Z plus is the discrete topology. The order topology on Z plus is the discrete topology. Discrete topology means collection of all subsets of X, means simply power set. This is the discrete topology. Then for every 1 point set, if n is greater than 1 point set n is equals to open interval n minus 1 comma n, this is not interval, n minus 1 comma n plus 1 is a, sorry, this is interval, open interval n minus 1 comma n plus 1 is a basis element. This is a basis element. Next definition. If X is an order set and A is an element of X, then there are 4 subsets of X as follows. First set, open interval A comma plus infinity is equals to those X such that X is greater than A. So this set means it contains only those elements which are greater than A. Next set, minus infinity comma A, open interval minus infinity comma A. This contains those elements which are less than A. So this interval contains only those elements which are less than A. So those X such that X is less than A. Here half open interval A comma plus infinity. Here A is included. So this set contains those X such that X is greater than equals to A. Next half open interval minus infinity to close A. So here A is excluded. Sorry, A is included. So this set is equals to those X such that X is less than equals to A. So these all are called rays determined by A. These are the rays determined by the A. Sets of the first two types are called open rays and sets of the last two types are called closed rays. So first two rays are open rays and last two rays are closed ray. The open rays form a subbasis for order topology on X. These open rays forms a subbasis for order topology on X. Now let's have definition of product topology on X cross Y. So here product topology means here X and Y are two non-empty sets and they are considered to be topological spaces. Then there is a standard way of defining a topology on the Cartesian product of X and Y, that is X times Y. Now we consider this topology and study some of its property. So we only discuss definition. Let X and Y be topological spaces. The product topology on X times Y is the topology having as basis the collection script B of all sets of the form U times V, where U is an open subset of X and V is an open subset of Y. So here X and Y are topological spaces. The product topology on Cartesian product of X and Y is the topology which has a basis script B, which is the collection of all sets of the form Cartesian product U cross V, where U is open in X and V is open in Y, and both are U and V are subset of X and Y respectively. So in this video we just discussed the product topology and the further properties will be discussed in next lecture. Thank you.